This worm has copper fangs, actual metal teeth, and I just bought 12 of them. See those? 4 jet black fangs, made of actual crystallized copper. Scientists still don't fully understand how they grow them. So yeah, I got a pet bloodworm, actually 12 of them. Let me explain how we got here. It started because I saw a fishing video where a bloodworm just bit the guy. Full Copper Fang Strike. I had to know more. Turns out bloodworms are Glycera dibranchiata, marine polychaete worms. They live buried in tidal mudflats along the Atlantic coast. Saltwater. Sand substrate. Cool temps around 60 degrees. Basically a tiny slice of ocean floor on my desk. Oh, and fun fact, their bite feels like a bee sting. Some people are actually allergic. So that's great. I searched everywhere online. Almost nobody keeps bloodworms as pets. Forums, Reddit, YouTube, basically nothing exists. So I'm gonna figure it out myself. Let's order some. You can't buy these at a pet store. Gotta go through fishing bait suppliers. This place ships live bloodworms overnight from Maine. $35 for 12 worms. They're hand dug from mudflats by professional harvesters. It's a massive industry in Maine. Whatever. Science costs money. Let's do this. Overnight shipping selected. Because obviously these need to arrive alive. Done. 12 live bloodworms tomorrow morning. This is actually happening while I wait supplies. Marine salt mix, sand, dish, thermometer. The basics. Marine salt mix, same stuff reef aquarium people use. Gets the salinity to about 30 parts per thousand. Fine sand substrate. Bloodworms burrow in this stuff in the wild, so they need something to dig into. Rectangular glass baking dish. They don't need depth, they need floor space to burrow horizontally. Long tweezers for handling, turkey baster for cleaning, and a little thermometer to monitor temperature. Supplies ready. Now we wait for the worms. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about the fangs. Next morning, tracking says delivered. Let's go. There it is. Overnight from Maine. This box has live worms in it. Lighter than I expected. Let's get these inside and see what we're dealing with. All right, live bloodworms. On my desk. Live bloodworms. Keep cool. Open immediately. No pressure. Let's open it up. Moment of truth. Insulated styrofoam liner. Smart keeps the temperature stable during overnight transit. Blue gel cold pack on top. Still cool to the touch means the temperature held overnight. And here's the container. I can see shapes through the plastic. They're in damp newspaper, not water. Getting this out carefully. Don't want to stress them. Bloodworms. On my desk. In a deli container packed with damp newspaper. This is my life now. These can bite. I'm about to open a container of venomous copper-fanged worms on my desk. Here we go. Oh wow. They're real. They're very real. And they're glistening. Look at them move. Every single segment contracts independently, like a living sine wave. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, all 12 present. No dead ones. That's impressive for overnight shipping in damp newspaper. You can literally see through their skin. That red? That's hemoglobin. Same stuff in our blood. These tiny bristle legs along the sides? Parapodia. That's how they grip sand and crawl through their burrows. Let me isolate one. Using tweezers because yeah, I don't trust those fangs yet. Okay. Easy. Got one. About 6 inches long. And it's squirming like crazy. You can feel the muscle strength through the tweezers. That tapered end is the head. The proboscis and the fangs are retracted inside right now. Just waiting. Let me put this one in the observation plate so we can really see it properly. There. In the water now. Oh, look at it go. That undulation, it's like a sine wave through the whole body. Big question time. Can I get it to show me those fangs? Whoa there, did you see that? It just shot those fangs out. 4 fangs. Jet black. That color comes from copper mineral crystals literally embedded in the fang structure.
Look at that!
This worm is carrying metal weapons. All right, enclosure time. Sand to burrow in, salt water above it, cool temperatures. Let's build a mini mudflat. Sand needs to be rinsed well so we don't cloud up the water. Keep rinsing until the water runs clear. There, perfect. Saltwater mix. About 30 parts per thousand, same salinity as the Atlantic Ocean. Checking salinity with the hydrometer. 31 parts per thousand. Close enough. Sand goes in first. About 1.5 inches deep enough to burrow. Leveling it flat. They'll dig their own burrows. I don't need to shape anything. Now the salt water. Pouring onto a spoon so it doesn't crater the sand. Look through the glass water rising perfectly clean over the sand. Little piece of slate for extra cover. Something for them to anchor burrows around. Thermometer in. 62 degrees. Right in the comfort zone. Enclosure is ready. Time to move them in. One at a time. In you go. It's already burrowing. Dove head first into the sand within seconds.
Whoa.
Through the glass look, you can actually see it tunneling. It's made itself a little home already. 3 more in? They all immediately start burrowing. Pure instinct.
There we go.
Last
the final
one.
bloodworm
Number 12.
settling in.
Everybody's in their new home. Few minutes later, almost all underground. Just some tail ends still poking out. Through the glass, a whole tunnel network already. They've completely spread out. Finished setup. Sand, saltwater, cool temperature. A tiny piece of the main coast on my desk. Let's see what these things actually do. These worms are ambush predators. They strike things that crawl past their burrows. Let's trigger some hunting behavior. Tiny piece of raw shrimp. In the wild, they eat small invertebrates, so this should trigger a feeding response. A. Dropping it right next to a burrow opening. It's coming out, head first. It definitely smells the shrimp. Their full proboscis aversion right onto the food. Fangs deployed. Now it's pulling the shrimp down into the burrow. Wants to eat underground where it's safe. Next test. They detect prey through vibration. Let me tap the sand and see if they respond. 2 of them just poke their heads out. They think something's walking above them. Can they sense light? They don't have real eyes, but let's find out. It pulled away. Definitely doesn't like the light. Retreating deeper into the sand. Touch test. Light tap on the midsection with tweezers. It flinched but didn't strike. Just pulled away. Now, near the head, instant strike. Hit the tweezers. I heard the fang click on the metal. Scratch marks. On the stainless steel. From a worm. With biological copper fangs. Nighttime test. Killing the lights. Filming with red LED invertebrates usually can't detect red wavelengths. Whoa, 3 of them are out on the surface. Way more active in the dark. 2 heading right at each other. They touch and both immediately recoil. No fighting. Strictly solitary. Lamp back on instantly. Every surface worm vanished underground. Light means danger. Vibration attracts them. Light repels them. Head touch triggers a strike. Midsection touch just a flinch. These worms are smarter than they look. Okay, crazy idea. Shrimp on my fingertip. Hand feeding a worm with copper fangs. Here goes nothing. Fingertip in. Right next to the burrow. If it bites me,
Yes.
It bites me. It took the shrimp right off my finger. No bite, it grabbed the food and pulled it away. No marks. No bite. It chose the food over my finger. I'll take that as a huge win. This big one definitely the largest. Almost 7 inches. I'm calling it copper. Because of the fangs. End of week 1. All 12 alive. Eating. Burrowing. Going way better than expected. Quick maintenance, siphon off a quarter of the water, replace with fresh salt water. Twice a week keeps things clean. 2 weeks in. Feeding every 3 days. Water changes twice a week. This might be the longest anyone has documented keeping bloodworms. Watch this when I drop food. Multiple worms come out within minutes now. They've learned the routine. Copper gets there first. Every time. Biggest worm takes the food. That's nature. Big test. Just my finger. No food.
Right by the
Let's see if they
entrance
come out just for me. It's touching my finger. No bite. Just checking for food. 2 weeks ago, this would have been an instant strike. It's crawling over my fingertip. Searching. No food, so it heads back. That's a conditioned response. From a worm. One more time with copper. The big one. Let's see if it's calmer now. No strike. Just sitting there. Moving slowly. 2 weeks ago, it attacked anything near its head. This is habituation. Back you go, Copper. Your burrow's waiting. Back underground in seconds. Like it knows exactly where home is. What I've learned. 1. They burrow within seconds of touching sand. Number 1, survival instinct. 2. The copper fangs are real and they scratch stainless steel. 3. They're completely different animals at night. Way more active in the dark. 4. They can be conditioned. They learn to associate my hand with food. Learning. From a worm. I never thought I'd feel affection for a worm. But watching them learn, adapt, respond to my presence, it changes how you see them. This little sand dish is its own tiny world now. Burrows, feeding sites, territories. These worms live buried in darkness their whole lives. They never see the sun. Just vibrations and chemicals and black mud. And that's enough. I'm gonna keep this tank running and see how long they survive in captivity. I'll update you if anything changes. If you want to see what happens long term, subscribe. I don't think anyone's documented this before. We might be making history. Say hi to the people, Copper. Copper teeth. Bee sting venom. And somehow we're friends now. Until next time, back underground, where it belongs. I got a pet bloodworm. And honestly, I'd do it again. Subscribe,